I stopped selling, our business would lose money. That is not a place we want to be. And so I think it's all about these pieces of pie. We want each one starting with that net profit and owner pay. And I think the way you do it, I see the book behind you, Yvonne, Profit First.
I love that.
Everyone needs that in their business, in my opinion. If you haven't read it, if you implement that in your business, Profit First is the solution, that system of bank accounts, how we manage the cash coming through the business. We would do that through Profit First. And we don't have time to get into all that today, but I would just say that is the method in which when I take a listing, the goal is to get it sold. So when I'm running a business, the goal is to be profitable, but how do I actually do it? A system to get my listings on the market and priced right and marketed correctly. Well, Profit First is the system to make sure that we become profitable. Follow that system and it works. And so I would say that's kind of something I would never run a business without, personally.
And we see the same exact mistakes that you guys see when you're looking at the bookkeeping. We see it in the coaching side, that whole operating expenses, and then the personality types of leaders who are tied to the outcome of building the team instead of looking at it from a perspective of profitability and giving too high splits. Yesterday, I was on a call with somebody and they had 5 different splits that they were doing on their team, and they are a Century 21 team. So they're in a franchise, which means there's even more cost of sales. And so those margins for splits, you just have to stand your ground on what your business model is. And when an agent says, well, I'm doing these number of deals, I want a higher split, you're not the broker of the company, unless you are. But in most cases, you don't have the luxury of saying, oh, I'll give you a 90-10.
And if you do, guess what? You can't spend any money on your
team.
No,
there's no spend.